Hey there everybody, it's Lynnea for LDRS Creative, and today I set out to make a one-layer card. Now I'm going to show you where I made a bit of an error, and so my card did not end up being one layer, but if you avoid my mistake, you could definitely make this a quick and easy one-layer card. I started off with the Circle Spotlight 6x6 stencil, and I have that on my card, and I've lined it up on the sides with the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch and A2 piece of cardstock grid lines, but I've moved that stencil up because I wanted my spotlight to be more top center than center center. I have a bit of Marina Madness ink, and I'm just going to come around and kind of blend into the inside of the circle. It's going to be very light. I'm going to be stamping the flowers from the Floral Solid Layering 4x6 stamps over top, so I wanted to keep this very subtle, but still kind of highlight and outline that circle. Now I'm starting with the Floral Solid Layering stamps, and I'm starting with the largest flower. There are 3 sizes of flowers in this stamp set, and if you turn your packaging over, you're going to be able to see all 3 sizes all layered up. I started with the largest base layer in a light pink, and I'm lining up the second layer, and I'm going to come in with quite a dark pink so that it is very contrasting in color. There is a third layer that you can use, but I omitted that layer because I'm going to actually stamp with a second stamp set instead of using the stems that come in this Floral Solid Layering stamp set. Now I'm using the medium-sized flower, and I'm using that on both the left and right-hand side, and I am actually stamping right over top of that Circle Spotlight stencil so that the flowers kind of hang off the edge, and they're going to be inside that circle. Now for my stems, and to add a little bit of contrast, I'm using the Floral Silhouette stamps. This stamp set has been super popular, and it is one of my favorites too. So I wanted to give you guys some inspiration for this. Here's where I messed up. I grabbed my sentiment and I stamped that right onto my card. But I was more focused on making sure that that was centered, and I didn't look at the height of my sentiment. And so I stamped it so that some of the letters perfectly overlapped that center flower stem, and everything just looked smudged, like I made a mistake. So I decided to stamp this a second time on a separate piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to use my scissors and just fussy cut this out. I don't mind fussy cutting, and this is a great tip to kind of cover up any stamping mistakes that you make on your sentiment. So I cut that out, popped it up with foam tape, and I added some black spatters to my background. I figured since this was no longer a one-layer card, I might as well add it onto a black mat, and this card is finished. I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy tutorial, and that you picked up some tips and tricks along the way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye!